You're listening to the Selfless Entrepreneurs Podcast, where we chat about the ups, downs, and in between of businesses and how being an entrepreneur is when it comes to self-care, work-life balance, and so much more. You'll hear guest experts in the field talk about their businesses and give tips, helpful advice, self-care, and balancing family and business and some. Don't forget to subscribe, download, and share. Now let's get right into it. Hey there, welcome back to the Selfless Entrepreneurs Podcast. I'm your host, Jennifer Gamayo Self. And let me tell you, this weekend has been nice and relaxing with a lot of self-care. Well, I take that back. I mean, it was nice to get out. We went for a couple different hikes on some trails and, went to the top of like this mountain, well, multiple, I guess, mountains. We went through like a forest type thing that overlooked the lake and then the ocean. I live in the Pacific Northwest, and so I'm, at the Oregon coast, and it's just so beautiful here. And just today was just a perfect day. Actually, this weekend was to get out. And so as I was walking up, I mean, back history, I am also a personal trainer through NASM and a group fitness instructor through AFA. And so, I've been, fitness and health is, and obviously nutrition is one of the biggest things in my life. And I believe that at the core, everyone needs that to be successful, no matter what business that you're in, even if you're not in health and wellness, because of the fact that we need to take care of ourselves first, right? Put on our oxygen mask first before we have to help others or want to help others or can. And so I really take that philosophy to heart, especially because I'm also my other business is the Happy Hormones Coach. And so I work with women of all ages and stages through their health journey of any of the symptoms that they may have that they just can't seem to shake off, and especially in hormone balancing and health and just really women's health in general. And so I bring in fitness, nutrition, mindset. I bring in all of it through that coaching practice of mine. Really, I'm more than a coach. I'm a holistic practitioner and functional nutritionist. So I really bring all of it into aspect, and I try to be the client as well for myself. Although I do have somebody right now that I'm working with, one of my peers who I just adore, and she inspires me with everything that she does. So I am actually in her program because she's just so amazing. And she has helped me because I need accountability as well. I believe we all do. But the reason why I'm talking about this today is because I was walking up, hiking. When you hike, it's really strenuous. These like steps, they're not even stairs, but you like really have to get into it. Kind of like you're climbing, right? That's what it felt like. And I would take small breaks, and I would just, tell my husband, even like partway through, I did like, this is beautiful. This is gorgeous. And I know like the view, because we've done this hike before several years back. Yes, when I was a little bit younger, I was like, I don't know if I can do this. Like, I don't think that I can do this. Right. And I just kind of was taking these breaks, but it reminded me that this is just exactly how it is in business. So whether you're just starting out, you're seasoned, or you're somewhere in between, success is 95% mindset and 5% strategy. Okay, so we need to focus on the who, not how, in our business. And whether that's us or the people that we serve, however that looks like, we need to not worry so much about the strategy, but it's really about the mindset. So even just using that analogy of what happened to me this weekend, and even, especially today, I was just like, I don't know. This is kind of strenuous. I'm kind of deconditioned right now and getting back in shape, but I know it's at the end, and I know it's worth it. And so I'm going to keep going. And I did. And though I had to take few breaks, it was just like my mindset. I really had to even coach myself, and was like, okay, like I know this is all mindset, because the strategy is here. I can do this. I have all my tools with me. And I know the end goal, and I know it's going to be worth it, but really had to get my mindset going on there. And that's kind of what I wanted to encourage you all today too, is that whether you're climbing up a hill, whether you're hiking, whether you're swimming, whatever it be, you know that you have to keep going because you have a goal that you're working towards. And it's the same in business. Remember why you got started. Remember why you started doing what you're doing now. And we always have to keep that and reflect that back, because as many of you probably already know, being an entrepreneur or even a business owner is all about the ups and downs. Like a lot of people they just see the tip of the iceberg, right? That people put out there, but they don't see underneath it. They don't see the tries, the fails, the successes, and then the start overs, and then the tries again, and then the fails. We're just being more aware, and we constantly are changing and ever evolving, and that's good. Change, growing, evolving, that is really good, especially in business, because you never want to stay stagnant. And so I really loved that this weekend did challenge me, and it did strengthen me, and it did encourage me as well. And that's why I want to share it with you, because there was things that I even physically was challenging to me. And I was like, wow, I don't think I can do this. And I was like, no, I can do this. I can do this. I see the end of the tunnel. I know I want to get this view. I want to get the good pictures. I want to get this, post it on social media and share with my listeners and my audience there as well. And so it was all worth it. But there was a lot of different things I had to go through. If y'all seen this hike, I shared some of it in my stories in Facebook and Instagram, and you can follow me there at Jennifer T Self. But it's just like all of that. It was a lot. It was a lot to get through, and they were narrow, very, very narrow trails that with a lot of like roots from the trees and just a lot of obstacles and hurdles that you had to get through. And it just really reminded me of business, and that's how it is. So just remember that success is 95% mindset, and it's only 5% strategy. Listen, you can learn from the best of them. I know I spent a lot of money from the best of them previously, years back, just because I wanted the strategy. Like I wanted to soak up I wanted to learn everything. I seen these people that inspired me, and I was looking up towards and coaching, and I was like, wow, how did they get there? I want what they have. And they can give you their strategy. You can hire the best of the best. But if your mindset's not really there, if you don't believe, you don't have a vision, or you don't believe that what's possible, right? Because it can look foggy, and it could look kind of like discouraging on the outside, or even in the inside with your thoughts. But with the mindset, the shifting of your mind, the reframing of your thoughts has to be there. You can do this. How am I going to do this? So it's not necessarily about the strategy, but really reframing your thoughts. And it's really the neurological, just the brain science, which I love, I geek out about. But it's really retraining, rewiring that part of your brain, calming down that critter brain. That's what I call it, the critter brain, that tells you to, no, don't do this, stay safe, it's scary. That all involves mindset, and we really, really got to keep on track and get that under control in order to succeed, or to reach, or to actually not even reach, but I want to say overreach to those goals. Even just this past week, there was some things that I wanted to get involved in, but I went down that road, was like, oh, wow, I can't do that right now. I don't have that money right now. I don't have this or that right now. But I was like, wait a minute. No. Okay, so let me take a different approach. I really want this. I know I can do this. I know it's going to help me. Nothing to do with strategy, but I know this is what I need, right? And so how am I going to do that? So what am I going to think about? How am I going to make this happen? What can I do? And I was just like really reframing and changing and shifting the conversation that was going on in my head. I had to stop those negative thoughts and the trails that it went down. And I had to really shift it and start kind of self-coaching, I guess, if you will. And that's why I do believe that every coach needs a coach. Every consultant needs a consultant. Every doctor needs a doctor. We all need somebody. We all need a team behind us. And that's why I'm so involved in different masterminds and networking and relationship building, because you really are the sum of who you hang around with. And that includes like in business as well, especially in business, because you really don't want to surround yourself with Debbie Downers or those that are discouraging or don't believe in your vision, because they're not even attaining to their vision, right? So we really want to be mindful of who we surround ourselves with, who's in our inner circle as well, and those that support our goals, those that support us, those who share our wins, and those who help us when they see us struggling, those that can see our blind side, those that can tell us, hey, this is what I see, and that will help us because we can't see it all the time. And so anyways, I really just wanted to share that with you. The hiking was beautiful, but it just really gave an even better picture of really that success is so much mindset. It really, really is. No matter what success looks like to you, whether it's financial, whether it's family stability, whether it's freedom, time freedom, anything like that, it really is about mindset. And it's just such a small percentage of strategy. So I encourage you, if you're a newer entrepreneur, this is one of the things that I fell into. I fell into this trap early on, years and years ago, over 5 years ago, actually, where I was just like, I just need to learn everything. I need to learn the strategy. I need to know this. And like I said, the best of the best can give you their strategy. You can hire, spend thousands of dollars on business coaching. You can do that. But if you're not prepared and you don't work on the mind aspect of shifting those thoughts of whenever some trials or challenges come, how are you going to do that? How are you going to go around those obstacles, things like that, and kind of quieting that quote unquote critter brain I was talking to you about, with the part of the brain that keeps us safe and puts us into fight or flight. And so we really need to work on that. So it really, get with people, start being in the room with people that are where you want to be, not where you're at right now, but where you want to be, and learn from them, grow from them, ask questions, have a mentor if you can, but really just go after the strategy last. That's all I encourage you today. And I hope this helped. You'll have to look at my Facebook or Instagram to really see those pictures, because it was such a beautiful outcome. And I know that all of our journeys in any business that we're at right now is going to be such a beautiful outcome. We just got to put in some work. Not saying hustling, but we do got to put in some work. We got to put in some work and working our brain, retraining our brain, reframing our thoughts into more positive ones, but more realistic. It doesn't have to be, I'm not talking about fluff and unicorns and rainbows, things like that, but I'm really, really talking about getting our mindset strong, working on it, getting it right. And that's going to help us tremendously. All right. So I hope that helped. I know you're working towards a beautiful goal, and I encourage you, you will get there. Me too. I'm speaking to myself right now, but we got to be able to face these challenges as they come head on and not get discouraged and hide away. I'm raising my hand because I was one of them. We got to face it head on. And what are we going to do? We can let it tear us down, or we can let us build it up and look like, this challenge is actually an opportunity. So we could see the possibilities in all the challenges around us, right? So no challenge or obstacle is greater than our mind. We really can do it. And it's just how we approach the situation. So anyways, just remember that. And again, I will leave you with that. Success is 95% mindset, 5% strategy. Focus on the who, not the how. That includes you, whatever shape, whatever your business role is. All right. Until next time, I hope to see you back or listen in with me next Monday. Stay tuned for next week's episode, and thanks for listening. If this has helped you in any way, please show the love and share, download, and subscribe. Reviews also help me to reach more people and get this message out.